A girl simply wanting to use the bathroom before going to bed never expected that this would lead to a deadly misfortune. At that moment, a drunk man happened to spot the scantily clad girl. Although she quickly put on a coat after using the restroom and returned to her room, a terrifying event still unfolded. The next second, the drunk man lecherously pulled open the wooden door. What was even more frightening was that he called over a group of intoxicated men. Emboldened by the alcohol, the drunk man sat directly on the bed, constantly provoking the young couple. His colleagues, standing behind him, not only failed to stop him but even cheered him on. This instantly infuriated Jack, who kicked the drunk man under the bed with a single foot. However, instead of showing restraint after getting up, the drunk man became even more brazen. Not wanting to escalate the situation to an embarrassing level, the boyfriend quickly pulled the wooden door shut. However, the next second, the drunk man barged in again, and the scene descended into chaos. The colleagues behind him, revealing their true colors, began to grope Lisa under the influence of alcohol. Seeing his girlfriend being humiliated, Jack lost his composure and started to beat the drunk man with his fists. However, he was soon restrained by the other drunk men. Seeing her boyfriend being held back, Lisa rushed forward without regard for her own safety, only to be knocked unconscious by a bald man wielding a blunt object. The bald man then turned and viciously struck the boyfriend. As Jack fell, it seemed the incident had come to an end. However, these scumbags proceeded to do something even more outrageous. At this moment, the boyfriend suddenly regained consciousness. He struggled to his feet, using all his strength to choke the drunk man while urging his girlfriend to quickly escape. The girl put on her pants and swiftly got up, preparing to flee. Before leaving, she looked at her boyfriend with reluctance, knowing that he had risked his life to give her this chance to escape. She then quickly rushed out the door to seek help. However, this was a desolate, snowy mountain with no cell phone signal and no inhabitants within a 10-mile radius. Seeking assistance was easier said than done. As expected, in the sub-zero temperatures, the girl's limbs quickly became numb from the cold. However, she refused to give up and continued to run barefoot through the snow, desperately trying to escape.